Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would do a review swatch demo of the Kat Von D Monarch palette. I know this is not a new palette and there's lots of reviews out there, but I figured I would do it because I really like this palette and also because look how gorgeous it is. It is so pretty. So I guess I'll just start with the packaging. It looks like this and it's so beautiful. It's got like this not duochrome, it's just like metallic foil on the butterfly wings, and it's so pretty. It's just cardboard packaging. It's not the thinnest palette that I own, but it's not the thickest either, so it's in the middle. It's got a nice big mirror, and that's what the shadows look like. So this is a really good mix of really warm tones down here. You get cool tones up here and lots of really nice lid shades in this palette. I think this palette is around $50. You can get it at Sephora and it is really nice. Okay, I'm going to start with the swatches of these colors. I'll start with the big 3 transitions shades. These are the biggest shades in the palette, and they're the highlight ones. Okay, and I'll give you the names of them. The first one is called Entomology. This is Entomology. It is a all over the lid, yellow toned matte color. And the second one is my probably favorite color in the entire palette. It's called Telepathy. And as you can see, it is gorgeous, gorgeous frosty silver. It is really nice. It's got a bit of a taupe undertone to it. And anytime I use this palette, I have to use that color because it is so beautiful. And then the next one is called Tiny Death. And it is going to be hard to see on my hand, but it is a peachy pink color with sparkles in it. This is probably my least favorite shade in the palette, but it's okay. Favorite is Telepathy. Next I'll do these 3 warm shades up here. So these are really, really, really pigmented. I mean really pigmented. Unbelievably so. This burnt red shade is called Wrath. You see how dark that is? See, I'm going to talk about it later, but take note of how dark these shades are. Next one is called Papilio. Yeah, Papilio. Whew. Do you see that? One swatch. One swatch. Still some left on fingers. Crazy. Next is called Summerfly. And this is Brilliant Gold. Oh, by the way, the Papilio one is like a very chocolatey brown. And then the gold is Summerfly. And I do think these 2 are satin, and this is a metallic. Okay, the next 3 are really great shadows too. I use these 3 a lot. Okay. So with the pink one is called Killing Jar. Okay, this is kind of weird, these names. It's very pink. It's got a metallic sheen to it. And then the next one is called Delaney. It is very silver. It's a nice deep gray silver. And then Vanish is this matte olivey brown color, and I use this color a lot. It's very nice. But this color in particular I think throws up a lot of pigment when you put your brush in it, so keep that in mind. All of these shades are so pigmented to the point where there's going to be fallouts, there's going to be, you know, stuff picking up in the shadows, especially the matte shadows in here. They'll do those really quickly. So that's kind of one thing that I'm not too crazy about, because I feel like this palette sometimes is hard to use. They blend nice, but you really do have to blend because they're so pigmented. Alright. And then the final 3 are these 3 and they're really dark. Okay? Okay, so the first one is called Disintegration, and I like to use this shade a lot too. It is a really dark olive taupe with gray in it. So I like to use this one and then the matte one above it together a lot. It's coming off. I think it makes good color combo. And then the shadow box is the matte brown, very dark matte brown, very, very dark. And then Death Head is the dark black, matte black. Swatches and the palette next to it. There's 12 shades in this palette, so you got a lot to choose from. They're all extremely pigmented except for, I think, this one down here I don't like very much. It's not very pigmented. That's just my personal opinion. Anything that's matte in here is going to kick up a lot of powder. A lot of powder. So keep that in mind. Also, because they're so pigmented, I find sometimes they're hard to blend. Just because of the nature of just how dark the pigment is. So, yes. I would like to see in this palette another medium toned brown or gray, because there is really no good transition color in here. This one is probably the closest, but it's too light. I'd like to just use this all over instead. But I really think these two browns are really similar, and I feel like that they could have lightened this one up a lot more to make it easier to transition with or something like that. But there is none, so we just do what we have, use what we have. But yeah, it's a nice palette. It's good. It's not my favorite neutral palette, just because I think it is missing that middle transition color. But it's definitely fun to work with. Anytime I want a nice silver look, I go for this because I love this color right here. It is just amazing. And so are these three colors right here. They're my favorite to work with. So that's all I have to say about it. I'm just going to put you in the demo to show you how to do this look. It's just like an everyday, how to create an everyday look out of this, because I do think the purpose of this palette was like it as an everyday palette, but I don't know. There are better options in my opinion, but it is also really nice, so anyways, gonna go into the demo.
Looking good and feeling fine. Looking good and feeling fine. Slay, slay. Looking good and feeling fine. Looking good and feeling fine. Looking good and feeling fine. Fashion. Step into the room like it's a catwalk. Fashion. Singing to the tune just to keep them talking. Walk into the light.
strong Louboutin. Le monde est à moi, c'est la vie.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll be putting up new videos soon, so yeah, see you later.